Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome back, viewers. In today's video, we shall discuss about unit circle. Unit circle is the circle with radius 1. Let we have two radii which cut the circumference to make a small triangle, and we further construct to make a larger one, which is right angle triangle. And we label the angle as theta. The origin O and the smaller triangle is OAB, while the larger one is OBC. Now for area of triangle OAB, which was small triangle, is half times base into height. As the base of the triangle is the radius, and we know that the radius of the circle is unit, so I put 1. And for height of triangle OBC, I put height as AD. Therefore the area of triangle OAB becomes half times AD. In the similar fashion, we can find the area of a right angle triangle, which was OBC. So for OBC, again what we do, we put half times base into height. Now in this case, the base is again the unit circle, which is the radius of the circle. So I put half times 1 into height. But now the height of this triangle is BC. So what we get? Half BC. So far we concluded that the area of triangle OAB is half AD, while the area of triangle OBC is half BC. I label these two equations as equation 1 and equation 2. Now for area of sector OAB, area of sector of circle, what we do, as we know that the ratio of the angles of the circle is in proportion with the area of the circle. So I can write theta by 360 into pi r square. Pi r square is the area of the complete circle. Here radius is 1. So in radian, 360 equals to 2 pi radians. So I multiply it by pi r square, and pi cancels out with pi. So what I left with, half theta times r square, as I already wrote that r is 1, so half theta. So half theta is the area of sector. Again I label area of sector as equation 3. It is clear from the figure that area of triangle OAB is less than area of sector, and area of sector is less than the area of larger triangle, which was right angle triangle. So I am putting the values. Half AD is less than half theta, which is less than half BC. I multiply the whole inequality by 2 to get rid of 2. So 2 cancels out with the 2 of the denominator, and I am left with AD is less than theta, which is less than BC. Now for AD, the ratio of AD and OA, that is perpendicular over hypotenuse. This is trigonometric ratio, which equals to sine of theta. As we know that OA is the radius of the circle, which is 1. So I can write that AD equals to sine theta. In the similar fashion, ratio of BC with base OB is tan theta, as it is clear that it is the ratio of perpendicular and base. So again OB is the radius of the circle, so this implies that BC equals to tan of theta. So now I substitute these values, sine theta and tan theta, in inequality. So what I get, sine theta is less than theta, which is less than tan of theta. Now I divide the whole inequality by sine theta to get rid of sine theta. So sine theta cancels with sine theta. So 1 is less than theta by sine theta, which is less than tan theta by sine theta. As we know that tan theta is the ratio of sin theta and cos theta, so I put these values in the inequality. So what I get? 1 is less than theta by sin theta, which is less than sin theta over cos theta into sin theta. So sin theta again cancels with sin theta. So I left with 1 is less than theta by sin theta, which is less than 1 over cos theta. Now I am inverting the fraction in whole inequality. So 1 by 1 again gives 1. And theta by sin theta gives sin theta by theta. And 1 over cos theta gives cos theta. Now I put the limit theta approaches to 0 in whole inequality. So limit theta approaches to 0, sin theta over theta, which is less than limit theta approaches to 0, cos theta. As 1 is constant, limit doesn't lie on this value as the limit is on theta. So it is 1, which is less than limit theta approaches to 0, sin theta over theta. And when we put a limit on theta, as we know that cos 0 is equal to 1, so it means 1 is less than the limit, which is less than 1. So the whole function is sandwiched between the two same values. So what we do by sandwiching theorem, it is very clear that our function limit theta approaches to 0, sin theta over theta becomes equal to 0, because it is neither larger than 1 nor less than 1. So it is equal to 1. Thank you viewers for watching us.